You think your data lives in the sky? Think again. The real internet is buried deep underwater. You look up at the sky and think your data floats in a magical cloud. But that is fool's gold. The real internet is not up there in the atmosphere. It is buried deep underground and underwater. Let us go prospecting for the physical internet. We are standing on a windy beach. Somewhere under this sand is a hidden vein. 99% of all international digital data actually runs through physical cables under the sea. Not satellites, but fragile glass threads resting quietly at the very bottom of the ocean. To lay this digital pipeline, massive specialized ships carefully map the dark, freezing ocean floor. They carefully drop fiber-optic lines across deep trenches, avoiding underwater mountains and volatile fault lines. Juliet pulled the maritime blueprints. These ships operate just like slow, methodical industrial sewing machines. The cables finally hit land at coastal landing stations, which are heavily fortified concrete bunkers. You have probably driven past one. No signs, no windows, just silent, anonymous, brutalist architecture. Inside, the raw oceanic data vein connects directly into the country's massive national power grid. From the coast, the data travels through terrestrial backbone networks spanning across the entire continent. These lines are buried right alongside everyday physical infrastructure, like busy highways and gas pipelines. We simply piggybacked our modern digital gold rush directly onto the old, reliable industrial routes. Follow that terrestrial fiber and you eventually hit the motherlode, a massive hyperscale data center. Most people think these are just big, quiet, air-conditioned rooms full of blinking computer servers. Wrong. They are actually massive, roaring, industrial thermal management engines designed for extreme heat dissipation. The real engineering challenge is not processing data, it is stopping the hardware from melting. These server farms require immense, dedicated power substations just to keep the facility lights on. It is a delicate balancing act of redundant energy logistics and extreme physical cooling infrastructure. Juliet's thermal scans show the heat generated here rivals a heavy industrial steel manufacturing plant. To fight this, engineers build massive industrial HVAC systems that roar exactly like jet engines. Freezing cold air is pumped through raised floors, forcing heat up and out of aisles. But standard air cooling has limits. The deepest veins of data require extreme liquid immersion. Servers are literally submerged in specially engineered, non-conductive fluids to absorb the massive heat output. It looks like a sci-fi cloning vat, but it is just pragmatic, high-density thermal management. Every time you stream a video, a physical pump somewhere pushes gallons of freezing liquid. The digital world is entirely physical. It has weight, extreme temperature, and massive geographical footprints. It takes millions of gallons of water and gigawatts of electricity just to send emails. We traded the dirt and grime of old mines for pristine silicon and glowing glass. But the fundamental mechanics of extraction and transportation have not changed one single bit today. You just have to know exactly where to dig to see the actual machinery working. Next time you connect to Wi-Fi, remember the dark, freezing ocean trenches miles deep below. Remember the anonymous concrete bunkers and the roaring cooling fans hidden in the server farms. The cloud is just a clever marketing term for someone else's very loud, hot computer. It is the absolute greatest feat of hidden engineering we interact with every single day. A global, physical machine hiding in plain sight, quietly powering the entirety of human civilization. Keep your eyes peeled for those strange, windowless buildings sitting quietly next to the highway. What is the most mind-blowing hidden mechanic you learned today? Tell me in the comments.